No deal tonight after top congressional leaders met with President Trump in D.C., and that means a government shutdown could be imminent and thousands of federal workers could be fired. 27 News evening anchor and Capitol Bureau Chief Rebecca Chung tells us what that could mean for Kansas.
Yeah, David, a government shutdown is looming in Washington, and it could impact thousands of people here in the Sunflower State.
Where I think we see the effects of a shutdown in the state of Kansas is a lot of those behind-the-scenes things that the federal government does.
That means hotlines, Social Security claims, and services for veterans could all be put on hold. And hundreds of thousands of federal workers could be laid off. President Trump has threatened mass firings as lawmakers continue to butt heads, failing to reach a deal. In Trump's first term, the government partially shut down for 35 days. About 340,000 of the 800,000 federal workers at impacted agencies were furloughed.
If you get a stubborn person on either side, especially both sides, the shutdown can last several weeks.
Republicans and Democrats in D.C. are pointing fingers at each other. While Republicans have control of the Senate, they don't have the 60 seats they need to push the funding bill through.
Let's talk about the potential government shutdown. Where do things stand right now in the Senate?
Yeah, well, I think the ball is in Chuck Schumer's court right now. What we have offered him is to continue the funding levels that he approved last December. Last December, every Democrat voted for basically these current funding levels. But Chuck Schumer is asking for another $1.5 trillion of spending, borrowing money from our grandchildren. The Republicans, we want to keep the government open, but we also want a responsible budget as we face this huge $37 trillion national debt.
It's now in the president's hands. He can avoid a shutdown if he gets the Republican leaders to go along with what we want. And if they don't, the American people are going to know they had a partisan bill.
And that $1.5 trillion number is a Republican estimate on Democrats' counterplan. Democrats are trying to use what little leverage they have to extend health care benefits. Both sides refusing to compromise.
There can be disastrous consequences, but it's a political crisis, a human-caused crisis by American politicians.
The deadline to get a deal done is October 1st.
Now, this isn't the first time this year Congress needed to pass a temporary spending bill. But when this happened in March, Senator Chuck Schumer and 9 other Democrats voted with Republicans to keep the government running. However, he faced fierce backlash within his own party from that decision. Back to you, David.